we had the basics already. So now we are going on to the more difficult examples, and that will be your example 4. And I'm going to go into detail what this encompasses, and some of the things I'm going to skip, like solving simultaneous equation. You can solve simultaneous equation. So I'll just give you the answer and then we will carry on. Is that clear to all of you? Okay? So let's take a look at example 4 now, page 198, if you don't know where I am. Page 198. The diagram shows a circle that passes through the points A, 0, negative 3, B, 5, negative 2. Okay, now let me just draw the diagram first. Now, you have a point A here, which is 0, negative 3. That means it's this point here. Once you see 0, negative 3, that means it must lie on the y-axis, right? Okay? And the next point B is 5, negative 2. So it's here. 5, negative 2. You must know that negative 2 is actually above negative 3. That's why it's drawn this way. But the diagram is given to you, so no worries. Okay, now let's look at the question. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB. Now, how do I find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB? Now, A is this, B is this. I want to find the equation of the perpendicular bisector. The perpendicular bisector must pass through the midpoint. Okay, so first of all, I go and find midpoint first. 0 plus 5 over 2. So this is a 5 over 2 and negative 5 over 2. Am I right? Correct. You can put 2.5, negative 2.5 also can. Okay? Now, next. Gradient of AB. I always put like that. Bracket minus bracket. So that when it's negative, I won't make mistake. Okay, so it will be negative 3, negative 2, 0 and 5. Everybody okay? So on top, it becomes a negative 1 over 5, right? Now, if the gradient of AB is negative 1 over 5, what is the gradient of the perpendicular? It will be 5, right? Am I right to say that? Remember I told you perpendicular, they must multiply to give negative 1? Okay? Now, then take a look. It must pass through this point, and this is the gradient. Remember, I revised this before. So, the equation of perpendicular bisector will be, I always write this, okay? Y plus 5 over 2, right? Equals to 5 bracket 1. X minus 5 over 2, correct now? Y minus the y coordinate, x minus the x coordinate. Remember I told you this many times previously? Okay, so I will have y plus 5 over 2 equals to 5x. I made a mistake, is it?
Yeah. Isn't the gradient 1 over 5? Yeah, the same.
Gradient of AB is negative 1 over 5. Oh, my mistake, right? Aiyo, okay. So this is actually 1/5, right? Okay, good. You spot the mistake. So this one become what? Negative 5. So negative plus, negative plus. So it's a plus, this one's a minus. Am I right? So correct, yeah? Correct now? My mistake, okay. So y will be 5x, what's this? 20 over 2, so plus 10, right? It's negative, my mistake. Negative 5x plus 10. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? So the equation of the perpendicular bisector, that means this one, look at the big one. This will be the perpendicular bisector, will be y equals to negative 5x plus 10. Everybody clear? Okay, that means for equation of circles, not only equation of circles, the coordinate geometry also comes in. Everybody clear? Okay, next part. The center C of the circle that lies on the line 3x plus y equals to 0. Now, I already know, class look up. I already know the equation of the red line, right? Because it's the perpendicular bisector. And they tell you the center passes through this point, which is 3x what? 3x plus y equals to 0. Now, do you agree that the center lies in the intersection of the perpendicular bisector and this line? So I must solve these two equations, right? In order to get the center. Do you know what I'm talking about here? Yes or no? Okay, repeat. This is the circle. Okay. I have something. Then this is the perpendicular bisector. It will pass through the center, right? Then I have a line that also passes through the center. Can you see that if I solve these two equations, I can get the center? Yes or no? Just that these two are quite close together, that's all. Everybody clear? Now, likewise, don't be like that. Let's say this is the top. I have a perpendicular bisector. This will pass through this, right? The center, right? Then if I have another line that passes through the center, then when I solve these two equations, I'll get the center coordinates. Am I right to say that? Okay? Alright, so what is the situation now? I have to solve 3x plus y equals to 0 and y equals to negative 5x plus 10. Now you can use any method, elimination or substitution also can, doesn't matter. Okay? So this one, I will sub 2 into 1. And you see this is already y in terms of something. So I sub in 3x plus negative 5x plus 10 equals to 0. X equals to 5, correct? X equals to 5. So, substitute x equals to 5 into 2. I'll have y equals to negative 5 into 5 plus 10. Negative 25 plus 10, answer? Negative 15, is it correct? Negative 15. So what is the coordinates of my center? What's the coordinates of my center? 5, negative 15. Can you see? I can get it straight away. Are you okay with this question? Okay, next part, part 3. Find the equation of the circle in general form. Find the equation of the circle in general form. Now, usually, I would not like to find it in general form. I always find it in standard form first, then I expand to become general form. It's easier that way. Do you understand? Okay, now, all of you look up. Center is this. I need to find the radius. That means this center is 5, negative 15, right? I can either go to A or go to B, is also my radius, right? Now, I will choose A. You know why? Because there's a 0. Easier for me. Do you get what I'm talking about? Okay, what is 5 minus 0? 5, right? 5 squared? 25. Straight away I'll do mentally. Okay? What is negative 15 minus 3? Minus 3. Negative 15 minus 3. Negative 12, right? Negative 12 squared is what? 144, right? 144. So this is actually a square root of 169, which is 13 units. Okay? Is it correct? So I will give it in standard form. X minus 5 squared plus y plus 15 squared equals to 13 squared. This is the standard form. How do I get the general form? I just expand and bring over. Okay, you look at the next page, page 199. Can you see the expand and bring over? It becomes x squared plus y squared minus 10x plus 30y plus 81 equals to 0. So I'm not going to show that because you can expand. Then you will get the general form. Is everyone okay here? Is everyone okay here? Okay, I'll repeat the concept in this question. When I want to find the perpendicular bisector must pass through the midpoint, and the gradient is -1 to this. Clear? And then when I have two lines passing through the center, when I solve that two lines, I will get the coordinates of the center. Okay? If you want the answer in standard form, this will be the answer straight away with this as 169. If they want it in general form, don't worry, just expand and bring it on. That's all. Everybody clear? This example 4. Okay? Can or not? Okay, huh? Okay, good. Now, next, I want you to look at example 5. This one is slightly more difficult because I have got until example 10 today. Okay? I hope I can finish it by today. If not, I will just finish halfway and give you homework, then I'll finish on Monday. Everybody clear? Okay, good. You read first, example 6. Because you must understand the question, no? If not, cannot do one. Okay. Let's look at example 5. Why I say example 6? Okay, come, let's take a look. The equation of a circle C1 is this rubbish down there, can see? Okay? Find the coordinates of the center of the circle and the radius of the circle. This part 1 is actually no problem. Can you see what I'm talking about? So, you know why students, when they encounter equation of circles, they get very frightened? If there are a few parts, right, and you cannot do the next few parts, right, the first part at least can get the answer. Understand or not? Don't forgo the part. Get it? Okay, now let's take a look at the equation now. X squared plus y squared minus 4x minus 10y plus 20 equals to 0. Okay? Now, general form is this. X squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0, right? I always compare it, easier. So, what is my 2g? Just compare. What's my 2g? -4. Right? What's my 2f? -10. What's my c? It's 20, right? Can you see? I just write like that, can already, okay? Then I solve. Can you see what I'm talking about here? Okay, then straight away, what's my center? 2, 5, right? Can you see? The center is straight away 2, 5. Now, what about the radius? F squared, we come up 25. G squared 4 minus 20, right? So what is this? 29 minus 20 is what? 9. Square root of 9? 3. So, very fast. Center 2, 5, radius 3 units. Everybody okay? First part done already. Okay, now next. The highest point on the circle is A. Find the coordinates of A. I have a circle. This is C1. That's why they say C1. The center is what? 2, 5. Everybody clear? And the radius is what? 3 units. Do you agree that the highest point is actually here? It will have the same x coordinate because it's lying on the same line. And now this guy is what? 3 units. So I move up 3 units. What should this be? 8. Straight away to 8. Now can you see the power of diagram? When you have to diagram, you can see clearly. Don't say I can imagine, cannot imagine. Okay, so 2, 8 straight away. Is everyone clear? Is everyone clear? Okay, Alright, good. Now, next, part 3. That comes the problem. Another circle C2 touches C1 at point A. Oh, not that already. I draw too high now. Never mind, okay? I told you diagram are just symbolic. You can draw big, small, doesn't matter, okay? That means there's another fellow called what? C2, and it touches this at point A, right? Okay? Now, given that C1 C1 and C2 do not overlap. That means it must be like that lah. Not like the Venn diagram like that, overlap. You understand? Huh? Do not overlap. So it has got to be like that. Okay? And the area of C2 is 4 times the area of C1. Find the equation of C2 in the form stating the value of this. Now, obviously my diagram is wrong now. Because they say C2 is 4 times the area. Okay, now, you know similar figures right last year? If both things are similar, right? You must square, then you can get the area. Talking to you? Yeah? Yes or no? Yes, huh? Okay, good. Now, let's take a look at the answer at the back. Okay? Now, let us look at the question again. Another circle, C2, touches C1 at point A. Given that C1 and C2 do not overlap, and the area of C2 is 4 times the area of C1, find the equation of C2 in the form okay? So it touches at point A. So I'm going to actually change my diagram a bit. This one is actually bigger. Ayo, wrongly already. Alright. Okay. Then I want to ask a question. How you know it's directly above, it's not by the side? Because it touch at where? Point A, so it must be directly above. Agree or not? Yes or no? It must be here. Agree? It cannot be like this. Why cannot be like this? Then it doesn't touch at A anymore. You get what I'm saying here? Okay, so this is the diagram here. Now, I know that this one is 2. So this guy actually is 2 something. Correct? Vertically above it. Now, this is 3 units, right? Okay? That means I let this radius be R, maybe capital R, because R is static. Okay? Now, do you agree that R over 3 square must give me 4 over 1? Say no. Sorry, no. The thing fly off. Wait, I block back first. I can't stand this mic. Okay. Usually I don't wear mic, I wear shoe. If you look at my other videos, I wear shoe. Because I find that I can project my voice better. But then the MOE say cannot. Well, later people see that, it's only that mic. They say cannot walk. Then must like that. You know that is very hot. Do you know that I have to talk like that for the whole day? Because sometimes my lips crack. You know, it's itchy, then you just need to smile, the whole thing crack. It's very painful, you know? Really very painful, you understand? Okay, now let's talk about this now. Don't talk rubbish already. So, do you agree that R over 3 square must be 4 over 1? Because the area is 4 times, huh? Huh? So, I will have R over 3 is 2, right? I take square root. Correct? How come I don't take negative 2? Because how many times cannot be negative, right? So negative is rejected. So R is what? 6, right? Can you see that R is 6? Okay. So if this is 6 units, right? A is what? Just now we found 2 what? 8, right? Okay. 6 units above it. So what is the center of C2? Is it 214? Can you see it's 214? Yeah? What's the radius? I just found. It's 6, right? Everybody clear? Radius is 6. Okay. Now I'm going to write it in standard form again. Okay, all of you look up. So x minus 2 square plus y minus 14 square equals to 6 square, am I right? This will be the standard form. Everybody clear? Then I will expand this, correct? Now I'm going to skip the step of expanding. So the answer will be this. Okay? But that's not all. Look at the question, what do they want? What do they want? the values of F, G, and C, right? Okay, so you still have to say 2G is minus 4, 2F is minus 28, and C is 164. Then after that, you find out what is G, what is F, what is C. Everybody clear? So I will skip this step. It's very fast. You just have to solve this equation, and you can get the answer straight away. I just want to know, are you clear with what I'm saying? I know it's a bit fast, but actually the concepts, you should know it already. I'm just throwing you the concepts. Are you all okay so far? Are you okay so far? Yes, so that is example 5. So today I've done example 4 and 5. Any problems? No. Then can I move on to 6? Can I move on to 6? Okay, good. Okay, let's move on to 6. Alright. The equation of a circle C1 with radius 12 units is this guy here, and P is bigger than 0. It's 12 units, the radius is 12 units. And P must be bigger than 0. This is the condition given in the question. Okay? Find the value of P and the coordinates of the center C1. Okay? Usually I don't just straight away do one. Now, I write it in general form first. So 2G is negative 12, right? What about 2P? 2F is actually 2P, right? Okay, what is my C? Negative 44, right? So, plus what's my G? Negative 6. What is my F? P. What's my C? Negative 44. Am I right? Am I right to say that? Okay, so no problem with that. Actually, I'm doing slightly different from the textbook. I don't complete the square thing. I always do my standard mathematics sheet. Okay, then won't make mistake. Now, do you agree that the radius is F squared, which is P squared, right? Plus this one square, right? Which is what? Then I plus 44, right? Because minus C. This must give me a 12, right? The question says, the radius is 12. Okay? How do I get rid of the square root sign? I square both sides. This one become what? Plus 18 equals to, am I right? I square this up, right? So P square will be what? What's 144 minus 18? 64. So P is actually plus minus 8, right? But negative 8 rejected, right? Why? Because P is bigger than 0. So actually P is just equals to 8. Can you all see? Can you see? It's no problem. Just apply on it. Everybody okay? Can see? Okay, so P is equals to 8. Because the question, right, they went to complete the square and so on, I find that it's very confusing. Okay, so if I apply it straight away, it should be no problem to everyone. Okay, now next. Find the value of P and the coordinates of the center of C1. No problem already, no? I know this guy is 8, right? So what's the center now? 6, negative 8, right? Straight away, 6, negative 8. Everybody clear? Can understand? I'm just doing simple algebra. Okay? Alright, now next one. Part 2. Does the line 2x plus y equals to 3 pass through the center of C1? Now, remember yesterday I said before, if a line passes through the point, the coordinates of the point must satisfy the line, right? Okay, so this is my x, this is my y, right? I'm going to sub in. I'll put equals to 3 first, okay, then we check. 12 minus 8, right? Is it equals to 3? Yes, huh? 12 minus 8, is it equals to 3? No. So you will say, no, no. Then I go and cancel out. No, no. So does it pass through? The answer is no. It does not pass through. What if this is 4 and this is 4? Then yes, it passed through. Everybody clear? Now, can you see I always put equal first, then when it's not equal, I strike off both. Then I should always say not equal. You understand what I'm talking about? Huh? Then it will save you some time in the presentation. Everybody clear? Okay? Alright, so you look at the next page. It does not satisfy the, does not pass through the center of C1. Are you okay? Alright, good. Last part. Another C2 passes through the origin and have the same center as C1. Wow, okay? Find the equation of C2. Okay? Another circle, C2, passes through the origin and has the same center as C1. Now, that means I have another circle called C2. It passes through the origin, 0, 0, and the center is the same, 6, negative 8. I told you it doesn't matter if the orientation is wrong, it's fine. Okay, what is the equation of this C2, right? Correct? So equation will be x minus 6 squared plus y plus 8 squared. Then I'm going to find the equation, the radius using the length formula. Understand? I'm not going to show that. You know how to find the length formula, right? So let's say I find this one is equals to star. Then you put star square. And after that you show the answer. Now the question here, can you see the next page? They show you everything and then they will get equals to 100. Can you see? Actually the radius is 10. Is that okay? I'm skipping some steps here because I think you can handle. Everybody okay? Can? No problem at all? No problem at all. Very good. Okay. Now, can you read question 7? Example 7. Okay. Example 7 says this. Okay. The line blah blah is a tangent to the circle with center C at point P. Okay. I told you already. It's just symbolic. So I draw this. This is the center. 3, 4. This is the point P. Everybody okay? You translate it to a diagram. Even if your diagram is wrong, it's fine. You got to visualize. Okay? The line y equals to 2x plus 5 is the tangent to the circle with centers 3, 4 at the point P. Find the coordinates of P. I just want to tell you this important thing here. I'm not going to go through this. Everybody look up. This is the equation, right? If I can find the equation of this, I can solve these two equations and find P, right? Because it's in the intersection. Now, do you agree that I can find the perpendicular to this? Now, the gradient is 2, right? What will be this perpendicular? Negative half, right? Okay? And it passes through this point. So I can form the equation easily. Y minus 4 equals to negative half x minus 3, right? Correct. I will form an equation. You simplify, this is equation 1. Then, this one is equation 2. You solve simultaneously, you will get P, right? You get what I'm talking about here? This is the concept. I'm not going to the details. You know how to find. Everybody clear? Okay, so what is P? Let's take a look at the answer. They tell me that P is what? 1/5 and 5/5. Everybody okay? Can or cannot? Can or cannot? Can. Where did this perpendicular come from? Radius perpendicular to tangent. Remember your circle property? Any radius is perpendicular to the tangent. Okay? And I have line 1, line 2. If I solve this, I'll get the intersection which is P. Everybody clear now? Okay, now next part. What did they say? Part 2. Okay? Hence, find the equation of the circle. This one is no problem. I know this center. I know this. I can find the equation of the center, right? The equation of the circle. I have center, I can find the radius. Using the length formula, then I can just give the equation. They didn't say what form, so just give it in standard form. Everybody clear now? What is the trick in this particular question? You must know that you can get the coordinates of P by solving this line and this line together. Do you understand what I'm talking about? If you cannot see this, then cannot already. Do you understand what I'm talking about here? Yes or no? Okay. Alright. Then I give you another scenario. What if I have a circle? I have a tangent here. Okay? Then I say that this one, this line, y equals to something something, pass through the center. Then how do I get the equation of the center? I mean the coordinate of the center. Can you see that I got to find this perpendicular bisector? Then I solve this equation and this perpendicular bisector, I can get this. Of course, the question will prompt in such a way that you can find it. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So I'm giving you different scenarios. Are you all okay? Can you understand? Can you understand? Okay, so that is my example 7. Is that correct? Is that correct? Now, I'm moving on to 8. 8 is a simple one-liner. Let's take a look. Okay, just look at example 8. A circle has blah 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 blah. Find the equation of the tangent of the circle at the point 2 meter. Okay? So this is a circle. That means there must be a point on the circle that is 3, -10, and I'm supposed to find the tangent of the circle at this point. Everybody clear with what I'm saying here? Yeah? Okay, good. So find the equation of the tangent. Okay. X squared plus y squared minus 2x plus 8y minus 23 equals to 0. What do you think I need to find first? Can you suggest to me? I find what first? F and G first, right? The center first. Okay. 2G is minus 2. 2F is 8. C is negative 23. Am I right? So, G is negative 1. F is 4. C is negative 23. Agree class? Agree class? What am I finding here? I'm trying to find the center here, right? Correct. So what's the center of the circle? 1, -4. Agree? The center of the circle is 1, -4. Am I right? Now, what is the question? Can you tell me what is the question? You see, you cannot do that, you forget the question. They say find what? The equation of the what? Tangent at the point 3, -10, right? Now, I know this is 1, -4. I can find the gradient of this, right? Correct. So, gradient of radius will be -4, -10, 1, 3. This one will give me 6 over -2. Is it correct? Please double check for me. So it's what? -3, right? So if this is a -3 gradient, what is this gradient? Remember tangent perpendicular radius? So what is this gradient? Do you agree that it's 1/3? The gradient is 1/3. And it passed through this point, no? So I can find the equation of the tangent shape area. Correct now? Y minus this equals to gradient times x minus this. Agree class? Can or cannot? Can or cannot? That's why you look at the next page, it's very straightforward. The answer comes out already. That's your example 8. Now, it's not difficult plus, but it is what? Tedious. You agree with me? It's not difficult, but the way to find it is tedious. Now, can you see that? To find the equation of this stupid tangent, right? I actually go to find the center, then I go to find the gradient, then after that I go to still take the perpendicular, you know. Okay? Then I can find the equation of the tangent. Are you all okay? I'm already until number 8 now. Are you okay? Okay, number 9. Number 9. Let's take a look at number 9. Number 9 is not easy, okay? But it's also not that difficult, okay? So I want to show you how to do it effectively and efficiently, okay? The points, blah, 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 lie on the circle, and AB is a diameter, okay? They already tell you A, -7, 2, and B, 5, 6, lie on the circle, and AB is a diameter. Find the equation of the circle. Now, I already told you, if this is the diameter, I can get the center straight away. Center is the midpoint. Okay? So, center. -1, 4. Is this correct? Okay. Now, then I know that this is -1, 4. I can find radius, right? Okay, I can find radius. Okay, all of you look up. Radius is just this one. The textbook did it differently. They find the whole thing, then they divide by 2. Also can, but I want to straight away get radius. Okay? What is 5 minus 1? 6, right? 6 squared is what? 36. 6 minus 4? 2. 2 squared is what? 4. So the radius is actually square root 40. No need to put 2 root 10, just square root 40 will do. Understand? Then what did the question say? The equation of the circle. So equation of circle will be x plus 1 squared y minus 4 squared equals to square root 40 squared. Now square root 40 squared is equals to what? This will just give me 40, right? Straight away. So you look at the answer given, x plus 1 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals to 40. Can you see that? Okay? I did not use any funny method. Everybody okay? Okay, now part 2 now. The line, this rubbish here, meets the circle at the point B. Okay? Explain why this line is a tangent to the circle at B. Alright. How come it must be the tangent? Okay. Let's write down the equation of the line first. But you see, all of you look up. This is point B. Any point, any line can meet at point B. Can you see? I also meet at point B here. Why is it that this line that they suggest to us is a tangent? We must answer this question. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Yes or no? Okay? Alright, now. The equation of the line is this. Okay, we slowly do . Okay. Now, I'm going to rewrite this equation. Okay? Why do you think I want to write like that? So that I can see the gradient, right? What's the gradient of the line? Gradient of the line is -3. Correct. What do you think is my intention? I want to find the gradient of this, right? Correct. If the gradient of this and this happen to be negative 1 multiplied together, it must be the perpendicular, it must be the tangent line. Everybody clear with what I'm saying here? Okay? Yes or no? Can you see this? Ayyo, I go until very come. Let me go again. I have this circle. This is at B. The gradient of this line that I'm talking about is negative 3. Now, if I can show that this one is 1/3, then it must be the tangent right here. Agree? Okay, so I will find gradient of CB. What do I have? 6, 4, and 5 negative 1. Okay? What is this? 6 minus 4. 2 over what? 2 over what? 6, right? Can you see it's 1/3? Now, if I take this times this, what will I get? Negative 1. Okay, look at the solution there. Since the product of the gradient and the gradient of CB is negative 1, the line is perpendicular to the radius CB, and hence is the tangent to the circle at B. Do you understand now? Can see or not? Because we base on the concept that a tangent must always be perpendicular to the radius. Everybody clear now? Okay, but you cannot just show like that. Right? You must say negative 3 times 1/3 is negative 1. You must show this. This is the main concept. Therefore, they are perpendicular. Therefore, it is a tangent. Is everyone clear with what I'm talking about here? Yes or no? Yes. Very good. Okay. Wow. I'm very tired. Can you see my sweat dripping all over place already? It's bad, but never mind. I still got one example. That also must go through. Number 10 now. Read the question, read the question. This one is not easy. Number 10, that's why it's number 10. Okay. Let's look at example 10. Find the equations of the tangents to the circle blah 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 blah, which are parallel to this line. That means look up here class. I have a circle. I have a line which is called what? 2x plus 5 plus 3 equals 0. I must find the equation of tangent to this circle that are all parallel to this line. So they may be 2, right? You can see. You understand what I'm talking about? The equation, the tangent must be parallel to this line. Do you understand what I'm talking about here? Okay, so that is the difficulty lah. Okay, so find the equations of the tangent to the circle which are parallel to this line. Okay, let us write down this line first. Okay, I'm going to rewrite. What's the gradient of this line? Negative 2, right? Correct. Okay, now a straight line equation is y equals to mx plus c. Do you all agree? That means all my tangent must be y equals to negative 2x plus something, right? I don't know what is that something. Agree? Yes or no? But I already know that the gradient is negative 2 because it's parallel. What's important? You must read carefully. Is it parallel or perpendicular? Understand? What if I say it's perpendicular? Then become what? What if I say the tangent is perpendicular to this line? Then the gradient become what? Half. Can you see? You must read question carefully. You cannot just blindly do. Okay, now let's take a look. So how? Okay. That means I have the equation of the circle here. This one goes to discriminant. I don't know whether you can remember or not. If a line cuts a curve at 2 points, discriminant is bigger than 0. If a line only cuts at 1 point or touch at 1 point, discriminant is equals to 0. What if it never cuts? Discriminant will be less than 0. Okay. Now I have the equation of the circle here. the circle and the tangent, that means I'm finding that point there, and it's only touching one point, okay? Now, I'm going to plug this in. X squared plus negative 2x plus c squared plus 6x minus 2 negative 2x plus c plus 5 equals to 0. Okay? Now, a lot of you, when you see this, you are confused. Don't know how to do. Now, I'm going to teach you something here. Do you agree that if you write like this is easier? I rearrange. Then plus 6x plus 4x minus 2c plus 5 equals to 0, right? Correct now. I'm going to expand now. X squared plus 4cx, right? Plus 4x squared plus this is 10x minus 2c plus 5 equals to 0. Not so easy yet. I'm going to do something here. X squared plus 4x squared, what does it give you? 5x squared, right? Do you agree it's 5 squared? Then I group all the x together. So x squared is done. I group all the x together. Plus 10x minus 4cx. So this is done already, right? Okay, then I have a c squared minus 2c plus 5 equals to 0. Can you see? Okay, now what's my a here? I factorize out 10 minus 4cx plus this. Do you agree that this is ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0? Now, you know that the two lines are tangent, right? Tangent means cut at how many points? 1 point. That means my discriminant is represented by b squared minus 4ac. You know what? So, my discriminant must be equal to 0, am I right? Because it's tangent, so cut at 1 point, right? Everybody clear what I'm saying? Okay? If you look at the textbook, they explain to you the same thing. Okay? They say since the tangent meets the circle at 1 point, has only one real root, therefore discriminant is equal to 0. So, I will have b squared 10 minus 4c squared minus 4ac must be equal to 0. Am I right? Now, why did I use discriminant equal to 0? I never say b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. Now, can you see there's a c here? Usually, I don't use b squared minus 4ac. I'll write discriminant equal to 0. Okay? Because in case in the process of doing, there's ABC down there. Everybody clear? Okay, now, expand this, I will have what? 100 8c. This is minus 20, huh? Minus 100 is what? 0, right? 16 minus 20 is negative 4c squared. Okay, what is this one? What's this? Plus 32, is it correct? Plus 32c equals to 0. Correct? Did I make a mistake? I think I made a mistake somewhere. Let me just double check. Okay, double check, see whether I got make a mistake or not. It's not 32, I made a mistake somewhere. 2ab, this is 80, right? Can you see my mistake here? It's 80. So negative 80, so this is what? Negative 40c, right? My mistake, okay? Now, I'm going to multiply everything by negative 1 so that I change all to positive. So 4c squared minus plus 40c. Wait, there's still something wrong. Because like that I cannot solve. Plus 40 is equals to 0, right? Right now. I can divide 0 by 4, right? So I'll get c squared plus 10c equals to 0. Now, take out. Right? What is c? C is 0 or c is what? Negative 10. Just now I say the... Correct? So what are the possible possible equation of the tangents. It will be y equals to negative 2x plus 0, right? Plus 0 must you write? No. Or what? Y equals to negative 2x minus 10. So these two are the possible equation for the tangents. Y equals to negative 2x and y equals to negative 2x minus 10. Everybody clear now? Now, can you see that I have to incorporate the discriminant here, which is a few more steps already. You must know your Sec 3 work. Is that clear to everyone here? Can or cannot? Can, huh? So, can all of you look at example 10 again? Okay. Negative 2x plus c. Then they sub in negative 2x plus c and say that this discriminant is 0. So you put it as discriminant 0 and then you solve and then you get the answer. Are you all okay? Alright. Now I'm going to give you one whole list of work to do in your full schedule because you have Saturday and Sunday. But in the event that you cannot do the question, don't cry, understand? Monday come back, I will do it. Everybody clear? So Monday still bring the 2A, the volume A textbook. Now, on your AMAX content page, it should be number 1 now, right? Because I haven't given anything, right? Yes or no? Yes, number 1. Today's date. Equation of circles. Don't say why so many, because this is the different various variety. Each one type. You understand what I'm talking about? Okay? So let me just count how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, very nice number 10. Oh? Tonight you do 3, Saturday you do 3, and Sunday you do 4. So 3, 3, 4. Understand? Cannot do, don't cry. I'll come and teach you how to do. Okay, because some of them is really O-level standard, but it's not really a usual type of question, that's why I chose it. By the way, before I assign questions, I did everything already. I know which one to choose.